Next at Kare11 News at 6, a destructive device explodes at an Islamic center in Bloomington just before morning prayers. The FBI is investigating, and we've got an update.
Also, it's been a week since a Duluth couple went missing. The family's renewed call for help.
And the Vikings lock up another one of their lockdown defenders, the big man in the middle. Kare11 News starts right now. Good evening, I'm Amelia Jones.
And I'm Benton Johnson.
Within the last couple of hours, the FBI has given us an update on what happened this morning in Bloomington. They say an improvised explosive device that rocked an Islamic center.
Fortunately, no one was hurt in the explosion, although a part of the building was heavily damaged. Dylan Wallenhouse is in Bloomington with the details. Dylan?
Thanks, Dylan. It's been 5 years since the mass shooting at a Sikh temple in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Today, a remembrance for the 6 people who were killed and the several others injured when a gunman walked into the temple and opened fire. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker offered prayers and support to the families and survivors who lost loved ones. A new video tonight, and it gives us a closer look at the damage at Minnehaha Academy after Wednesday's deadly gas explosion. It's from up on a fire truck ladder, looking down at the debris. It shows just how challenging this investigation will be. The NTSB can't even get inside to the basement where the pipes and valves are. Minneapolis Fire ruled it unsafe yesterday. They'll work together to remove rubble and the water inside. Meanwhile, a memorial will be held for one of the victims, 81-year-old John Carlson, tomorrow. No funeral plans for the 47-year-old Ruth Berg have been made at this point. There has been such an outpouring of support from you that we wanted to make it easier for you to give back to the Minnehaha Academy community. You can donate to the Give11 Minnehaha Academy Fund by visiting kare11.com/give11. Funds donated will support Minnehaha Academy and those affected by the blast. Officers were called to the 1100 block of Broadway Avenue West around 3 this morning. A man was shot and he was pronounced dead at the scene a short time later. A woman was also taken to HCMC after being shot in the leg. No one has been arrested yet.
It's been 1 week exactly since a couple in Duluth went missing, and still no answers. Ron and Mary Tarnowski were last seen at a country corner store near Brookston, just west of Duluth, last Saturday at around 1 p.m. Investigators are looking for them and their silver Chevy Tahoe. The BCA says Ronald has early stages of dementia and Mary is paralyzed on her right side from a stroke. Family members are still hoping they'll be found.
Morning, noon, and night, Bev and I stopped at this home on our way either in or out. We were both dumbfounded on Saturday night when they were not here. Here it is the next Saturday, and we're running out of time, guys. So if you have a tank of gas and think that you can think of something, everybody is asked, I got a tank of gas, where can I go? If I knew that, you wouldn't be talking to me.
Duluth police say they've issued a silver alert and entered their information into a national database. A huge rally at the state capitol today, hundreds demanding more money for medical research funding. Doctors, researchers, lawmakers, and patient advocacy organizations filled the Capitol steps. They were there because of the proposal from the White House to cut $7 billion in the funds to the National Institutes of Health. Organizers say today's rally for research is just one of many that will be taking place across the country this month. Distraction-Free Driving Day in Minnesota. Governor Dayton honoring the families and friends who've lost loved ones because of distracted driving accidents. It came to be that way in 2009 because of the Shreya R. Dixit Memorial Foundation and its 5K Rock Show Walk, which was today in Eden Prairie. Hundreds out there walking to raise awareness and educate the community on safe driving. The Dixit family lost Shreya to a distracted driver in 2007. Just 74 people lost their lives to distracted driving crashes in 2015, more than one a week. We've made it our mission to do what we can. Take our pledge. Text EYES UP to 25543, promising to put the phone down.
Still ahead, Randy Shaver hosts the 5th annual Shaver Shuffle. Nice day, too. Also coming up, destructive insects thriving in Minnesota this summer. We'll show you tips on how to save your yards. Justin?
Today we've seen a lot of showers, mainly scattered throughout much of the state. The north has seen a little bit more thunder and lightning than the metro has. A lot of it is dissipating now. You can see right here that there was a nice cell that went through the eastern part of the metro and is now dissipating, and the rain is all but diminished here as well. So you'll have a full weather forecast when we come back.
Now, Amelia, you may have been seeing more of these Japanese beetles around the garden this year. Experts say they're destructive, they're pests, and they're loving Minnesota. We're having one of our worst seasons in years. Gordon Severson has more on what to do to save your yards.
U of M entomologist Jeff Hahn doesn't have to go far.
You can certainly see where they have been
to find the little green pests everybody's talking about, finding plenty of them at the University Display Garden in St. Paul.
They kind of look like bees buzzing around.
But unlike those trusted pollinators, these bugs do the exact opposite.
If you look at them here, they're actually starting to eat the fruit.
Snacking on apples.
Volunteers from across the state are looking for the starry stonewort, Minnesota's newest aquatic invasive species, Benton.
Wow.
Now, the volunteers, young and old, investigated lakes across the state to see if they had the invasive algae in their waters. The stony stonewort was first discovered in Minnesota 2 years ago. Experts say early detection of algae is critical.
And just getting some eyes out there to look is going to give us a better sense of where it is, which areas are at risk, and really inform us and the DNR about what policies ought to be in place to limit or prevent continued spread into other areas.
The DNR says at the end of the day, all the volunteers will report their findings.
Kare11's Randy Shaver hosted the 5th annual Shaver Shuffle this morning. The 5K event was held this morning at Parker's Lake in Plymouth. Randy got a warm welcome when he crossed the finish line. Participants raised more than $10,000 for the Randy Shaver Cancer Research and Community Fund. Now, Justin, this was a great day to have the classic.
Yes, sure was. This one was really good.
Seriously, if I like to run, then I should have gone. But sadly, unfortunately, great cause, but just not a runner. But beautiful day.
It was. This morning started off really, really nice. And as we kind of in the afternoon, we kind of started seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms pop up across most of the state. But in the Twin Cities here, it stayed dry for the most part. But then you can see here that the storm kind of rolled through again this afternoon, dumped some rain on the East Metro, and then continued to dissipate here in the afternoon and evening here in the 6 o'clock hour. Right now we can see it's 65 degrees outside due to the rain and some of those winds coming down from the northeast at about 8 miles an hour. That's how we get a little bit cooler, and actually our dew point temperature is a little bit warmer than it was earlier in the day due to the moisture that has been dumped on us by this these storms that have rolled through. Today, we did get to a high of 79 degrees. That is a little bit below average. You can see our average is about 82. The record that we saw in 1947 was actually 100 degrees. And in August, we do have the opportunity to see some 100-degree days. Unfortunately, that is, or fortunately, that has not been happening at this time. Tonight, we're going to kind of dip down to about 60 degrees here in the Twin Cities. Much of the state, as you can see here, is going to be in the mid to lower 50s, and off to our far north is going to be even below 50 for overnight lows. So things are getting a little bit more September-like rather than here in August. Again, around the Twin Cities, much closer to 60 degrees for our overnight low. That's going to continue into tonight. We're going to get mostly cloudy as we get a light chance of showers as we climb into tomorrow. We are going to try to get up to about 76 degrees. Showery, best potential to see some of those in the afternoon, anywhere from about lunchtime, see here about 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. We're going to start to see some of those storms and or just showers rolling through. Anywhere from then till about dinner time, that we will see most of our precipitation. Microcast here is going to show us that tonight, overnight, we're going to start off clear out a little bit. Actually, down here to the southwest, we are going to see some storms start to build in overnight. And as we climb into the middle of the day tomorrow, again, we'll start to see some of those storms develop mainly in the Twin Cities. We'll get to see some sprinkles and showers. And then by this evening, again, the rain is going to just linger on by 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Again, we're going to see all these showers and storms. As we go through the day tomorrow, the south part of the state, good chance to see the rain and storms. As you climb up towards the north part of the state, we're going to get to see more sun and more warmer temperatures, around 76 degrees here. 7-day forecast, again showery on Sunday. Monday is looking like a bright day, along with Tuesday. We're going to see that that first day 80 degrees again. It would be nice to see those 80-degree temperatures. Wednesday and Thursday are looking a little different. By Friday, again, we will see some more storms return. Wednesday also has the potential to see some of those storms return. So that is what we're looking at for this week. I'm going to toss it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Justin. Well, the Union Depot needs help making the Christmas season special. The management team is asking residents in Ramsey County to send photos of a tall evergreen tree they want considered to become the Union Depot holiday tree. Submissions are being accepted until September 29th.
And stay with us and we'll be right back with sports.
We have no sports.
We have no sports, but